But like in theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another awesome day. And big news out today from Magic Carpet Ride team: the launch of Barista and a Bean token on a Pulsechain. So we're going to check all that out later on in the live show. Stay tuned. Before we get into that, though, we're going to get into the market updates as usual with the stock market, crypto market, and Pulsechain updates. And then we're going to get into the main topic today: Barista and Bean tokens. So congratulations to the Magic Carpet Ride team on getting their first protocol out of their ecosystem, and of course their token Bean is live trading, so you can go pick it up. There we go. And we're also obviously going to get into a few more things, but hey, let's start off nice and easy and see who's in the chat here. We got Life Beneath in the house with Hex EX PLX for the win, 100%. And of course, let's not forget Incentive Token, the golden crypto of Richard Hart. We're loving it. How am I today? Very good, man. It is beautiful sunny day outside. Summer is out and beaming. We got Magic Carpet Ride in the house there, the team of the day. Big shout out to you, and working on 1 hour sleep. Yeah, I bet you're pretty busy getting the launch in play. It takes a lot of work, that's for sure. Easy for us to use it, but a lot of hard work to get it out into the market. So congratulations, all your hard work there paying off. And if you guys know, we've been harvesting the Bean token on testnet, and now to see it on mainnet, that is awesome. Congratulations. We've got Sandy Beach in the house there. Hey, howdy all. Hello, Hex Token, everybody from Sandy Beach. We've got Joey Torres as well. What's up? What's up to you, Joey? Welcome to the chat. Day 14 of the push-up challenge from Sandy Beach as well. Check out the latest post there on X. Looking good. Brennan as well. Morning, Superman and family. Good to see you, Brennan. Welcome to the chat as well, our TA guru. We got Sinful Believer in the house there, to infinity and beyond. I think we can all agree with you on that. Pulsechain is just ramping up, and Magic Carpet Ride with Barista is just another major step forward into the future for Pulsechain. We got Solid in this house. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Solid. Robert online. Good to see you, Robert online as well. Saw your comment the other day too. It was pretty neat. Congrats from to Magic Carpet Ride from Brennan. Hey, big shout out. Wookie's still standing. Hey, Wookie, good to see you. We got Charity as well. Hi, everybody. Happy altcoin season. Yeah, we're hoping for that. It's going to be really, really fun. What else there? Magic Carpet Ride's got a little update already. What is the purpose of Bean? It is a mimetic utility token, brewing innovation and fueling the community with every transaction. Go meme it. The utility will come for the believers. There we are. That's from Magic Carpet Ride, and we will be covering that in full. That is our main project to cover today. So nice work. All right. Should we get into the stock market? Let's do it. And bam, let's go. And here we are today. We got stock market today. Dow rebounds as dip buyers pile into technology following the sell-off. Yesterday we covered that, of course, but today is an update. Let's have a look at the market. Dow Jones up 0.4%, 151 points to 38,424. Let's have a look at the last month here on the chart just to give us an idea. We had that little sell-off yesterday, and now we've got a little bit of rebound today, so it's nice. S&P 500 almost up 1%, 47 points at 5,000. So back over 5,000 again, second time in history from the looks of it. All-time high, first time over 5,000, and is back there today to close just above 5,000. That's pretty bullish. NASDAQ up 1.3%, 203 points to 15,859. And that's just off the all-time highs as well. We are in all-time history territory right now on the indices. So good. and that bodes well for crypto too, right? The dollar at the moment is down slightly, almost 0.25% to 104.6. That's versus the trading partners. Quickly, let's have a look at commodities. We got West Texas and Brent oil at $76.50 and $81.50 respectively. Looks like slightly down on the West Texas there. Gold at the moment hovering at 2,000, but where's this $3,000 mark? You know, some people talking about that not happening at this stage. I think the highest we've got is about 2,156 or something, but not happening at the moment. Silver there at $22.42 is the price of silver, up 1.22% there. And of course, I think they're really waiting for the interest rate pivots. That may not happen till June. So before we get some really superstar action on there, we'll see. We do have some news though from about the Fed. Fed speakers say inflation fight remains on track. So they're still fighting. This is the Fed. Federal Reserve Vice Chair Michael Barr said the Fed was confident inflation is slowing towards the 2% target, though cautious that the path will likely be bumpy. Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago President Austin Goolsbee said Wednesday that upside surprises in inflation doesn't mean the Fed isn't on target to get inflation, and rate cuts could get underway even if inflation is slightly higher. And like say, I think we're still looking at June. The remarks come just a day after data on Tuesday showed inflation showed less than expected, denting investor hopes of an early rate cut. You know, talking about March or May, really. I think June's kind of be on the money at the moment. Obviously, we need to adjust our worldview as it comes. But as you guys know, we're about 5 weeks away, is it? Let's go have a look and see how far we are from the next Federal Reserve meeting. Yeah, 5 weeks away, 4 weeks, 6 days and 80 hours. It's pretty much 5 weeks. And at the moment, you can see most of the market is expecting a no change. 90% in March, 61% in May. So that's the majority. It's not until we get to June that we've got, close to just over 80% expecting a pivot in the rates there. And I think that's probably looking pretty good at this stage. All right, that is the stock market. And so good day in the stock market, miles away, 5 weeks away till the next Fed meeting. So we've got good room to move, right? Good move to move up. And of course, this crypto market is delivering. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. So good. After being in such a long bear market, it is so nice to have the green all over the place. Bitcoin is absolutely smashing up to that target. You guys know I talked about 52K the other day, and it has hit 52K, 51,854. So it's pretty much in the ballpark, up 4.5%. And of course, the Bitcoin dominance still strong at 51.5% there. So bring on altcoin season. That's what the charts are starting to chart. Bring on altcoin season. We're looking forward to it. Ethereum, though, up very, very strong today, 5.33%, $2,780. And of course, we're looking for those double-digit gains. They're going to be coming up soon as well. So much bullish news coming out for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everything else is doing pretty well. As you can see, Dodge, ADA, and AVAX standing out, and STX as well on this list. So looking pretty green. Let's zoom in on a bit closer to Bitcoin. And here we are on a Bitcoin Coinbase chart. We've bounced off that 50 moving average, and it's up and away. Look at that. Beautiful. Man, this chart looks so damn good. We had the Bitcoin ETFs back here on the 10th of January. Had a bit of a sell-off there, and of course, FTX and other things like that through the ETFs. But man, they've just started to climb there after that sort of waned, that selling's waned, and now we're bullish up to the upside. 51,855, looking super bullish. And of course, you guys know, I think a reasonable target for the bull market is 150 to 180K. There are some people with much higher numbers, 250, 400. 400,000 would be equivalent to pretty much where gold is at on the market cap. So we will see. I'm still thinking 150 to 180 sounds pretty good to me at this stage. We could have the upside bias though, because we've got these Bitcoin ETFs in play now, and they can just continue to flood billions of dollars into crypto and pump those assets. So I wouldn't be surprised bias to the upside in my view on this next bull market. All right, so looking pretty good so far. We've got the Bitcoin halving in front of us as well. And of course, let's have a quick look at that. Bitcoin halving, 62 days away now. 7th of April is the scheduled time there, or at least the block time. So far, so good. That is where we're taking away almost 2 months away. And the market's already up at 51.9. So, all-time high, 69,000. That's not too far away to some degree. And we've certainly got plenty of time to slowly march there. And man, think about the other side of the BTC halving. Man, we could be rallying for 12 months after that, maybe 15 months or something like that. could be absolutely incredible. We could have quite a long market, particularly if we get all the right news flowing. Obviously, we're considering no black swan events. Those two major black swan events, in my view, is potentially China, Taiwan. Obviously, that's on the sideline. We're just aware of it. Obviously, can't do much about it in terms of if it does happen or not. Number two is the stock market itself is at all-time highs. The speculative, so any major correction there, we're talking about 30-40%, could be quite impactful, obviously, on crypto as well, which is still, in my view, a speculative asset, despite what BlackRock and people like that say about a flight to quality. And so we'll just take that into account, right? So there we go at the moment on Bitcoin, but super bullish for crypto, especially in the first half of the year, looking so good. And that brings us into Ethereum. Ethereum at the moment, look at that, pushing new highs, also smashed through the 50 moving average there on the daily. And here we are at $2,785. A strong green candle there, looking so good. And as you guys know, we've got big news coming up for this. We've got the Deacon upgrade. That is proto-dank sharding and blobs. And that benefits particularly the expected cost decrease on second layers like Arbitrum and Optimism. So they're nice leverage plays that you could include in your portfolio to build on top of it. Ethereum, and we're getting closer. At the moment, it's we've had 3 test nets. We're currently on the 3rd test net for the Deacon upgrade. And that is only 27 days away until mainnet is expected on the 13th of March. So therefore, following that, we've got the Bitcoin halving on the 17th of April, so in here. And then, of course, following that, we potentially have the Ethereum ETF approvals on the 23rd of May. So we could see a lot of funds pivot through from Bitcoin into Ethereum and into the second layer protocols like Optimism and Arbitrum and get hyper pumps on those, get the big returns. And that is a kind of the probability play you can make at the stage. Ethereum ETF approvals at 23rd of May. Now, not as high as certainty as the Bitcoin ETFs, but still very optimistic about those getting approved. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. The perfect lineup in this year. Now, obviously, if we get to May here, 23rd, we get ETF approvals, and then in June, if we get that interest rate pivot bullish for crypto, maybe we might get a little bit of pullback in the in the stock market if we haven't had one already. And when the interest rate pivot happens, because that typically happens in the stock market, just because of the lagged effects of interest rates to employment and GDP and things like that, and of course the underlying costs and returns for companies kind of has that lagged effect. There is rumors and talks of layoffs in the next quarter. We'll see what happens there. So there we are at the moment. So the first half of the year looking super good. And like I say, we can speculate on the second half of the year. Maybe the Federal Reserve gets into expansionary policy again. So we get an inflated monetary supply again, leading into the US election in, I believe, in November. And of course, that could be really good for assets as well. And then, of course, if we get a good outcome from the US election with Trump taking the win, we will get back to good supply and demand economics. And, that will have a more elongated bull market as opposed to if Biden gets back in or whoever they decide to put in there and use their same destructive economic policies. So that'd be pretty cool. That is where we are at the moment on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Looking pretty good. Now, the gas prices on Ethereum here at the moment, we've had some really big rockety gas prices here the last couple of days. Thursday, it's just starting to cool off at the moment. But man, we had some real big spikes there. And at the moment, we've got around about 20 Gwei or so. So not too bad at the moment. And of course, it is a weekday. So it's not too bad as well, especially given that Ethereum is pumping. All right, that is kind of cool. That leads us into Pulsechain for day 278. Can you believe it? Those are the results we're going to be talking about. But before we do, let's get back into the chat there and see who else has jumped in here. We've got a few more comments, I'm sure. Go way back up here, way back. Wookie says MCR Rocket. I like that, Wookie. Nice there, pumping it up. Craig Pitt as well. Morning all. Good to see Craig. Blobfix King, the emoji king in there. Always wish that would show up on the studio here on StreamYard, but doesn't render. Craig Pitt as well. Hi, hit the like, folks. Absolutely smash the likes on the way in. If you're new to the channel, if you're on Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto, or Pulsechain X, hit the subscribe button right now. Just do it right now. It's easier to do. If you love daily content, I'm pretty much documenting the Pulsechain growth. So as projects come on, I'm pretty much trying to cover them all as new tokens and new technology. We're covering them here pretty much exclusively on a daily basis. So that's kind of our niche here We also have No Drama channel for hashtag family channel. So try to keep it professional. So that's kind of the play there if you like that style as well. Get into it. Check my pulses in house there. What's up, y'all? Good to see you. Check my pulse. Charity Dunning as well. Loving those hands there. G'day to Lies. Yeah, Lies does a great job in the chat there. I'm accumulating the bean now, says Blockfish King. How about that? Bean accumulator. We love that coffee. And I can smell the aroma right now with the Barista bean. We got Wookie in the house there. We all know Charity Dunning is Wookie's favorite charity. Nice one there. That's a bit of sweet talk in there in the chat there. I won't tell Mumsy. I guess I will. Mumsy's paying me on the sidelines there. We're going to tell Mumsy. That's good. All right, Matt and Barley in the house there. Howdy, old people. Good to see you, Matt, and welcome to the chat as well. We've got Agent Hex as well. Yo. Hey, everybody. Good to see Agent X. Check my pulse says, feeling really glad I backed the right horse. Appreciate all you do in the X community. I don't have to worry about looking at charts like a maniac. I know where we are going. Says, check my pulse. Man, I'm feeling you guys are feeling the FOMO today. That's awesome comments, man. What else? Let's jump in here. We've got Archie in the house as well. Hi, all. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone and happy birthday to me, says Archie. Happy birthday to you, Archie. Big shout out. Hope you get all your presents and everything else. Have a great day. That's for sure. Yeah, it's Valentine's Day in the US, is it? What day? Yeah, US. So happy Valentine's Day in the US, Europe, Northern Hemisphere, wherever you are up there. We had ours yesterday, of course, because we're a day ahead, pretty much. So big shout out and happy Valentine's, the romance and the birthday parties. Man, you're just having a good time there, Archie. Check my pulse says, congratulations to all the Hex Token family members who's still here. We're getting closer now. Patience is key. That's true. Still in accumulation phase too. I mean, still a lot of pickups to be made for the bull market. So early days still. Brendan says, happy birthday, Archie. Nice one. Commencing the countdown engines are on, says check my pulse. Man, you guys are absolutely bullish. You're like even more bullish than me. And I'm bullish just about every day. So that's crazy, man. Yeah, if you haven't joined our Discord, that is the Hex Token Discord. Join up today. What else we got going there? A big happy birthday to you, Archie, from Agent X. Big thanks from Archie. What else we got going there? Brennan says, "Don't tell Mumsy." Yeah. Mumsy's gonna find out if baby can do this. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So what else we got? What else we got? Solid says, "Happy birthday, Archie." Sandy says, "Happy birthday, Archie." And thanks from Archie to everybody. Nice one. We love that. We love the community, right? That's making it so much fun on the journey to Pump Land. What's that there? Wookie's what is a player? Just saying, says Sandy. That's a nice one there. We won't tell Mumsy about that one. And all the ladies, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're all worshipped as you deserve. How about that? That's very nice. Their compliment there from Check My Pulse. So very, very cool. Romance as well and alive. We will push that forward. Matt and Barley says Pulse Algo looks pretty cool, Superman. I think so too. Now it's probably going to be moving in the second half of next year, but I'm very excited about that. Covering it every second day or so. Happy birthday, Archie from Wookie. And Agent Hex says, the ecosystem only just sprouting. That's for sure. Matt says happy Valentine's to all and happy birthday to Archie as well. And we got a few through what's that? Red hearts there from Sandy Beach. Man, what a romantic day today here on the Hex Token, Superman Crypto, and Pulsechain X. Just the way it goes. Pulsechain to the moon. That's for sure. Let's get into it, folks. Hope you guys are celebrating out there. We're going to get into Pulsechain. And, of course, we're talking about day 278 results. We're at the end of the day. Pulsechain at the moment, 000145, up 2.3%, 45% above the sacrifice price, like a boss. And, of course, PulseX there is at quadruple 0554, down 3.3%, oddly enough. Bit of selling there, possibly by some larger accounts, maybe. Influencing the chart there. But the buy and burn, congratulations. I don't know if this did this yesterday. I don't think it did. But we're at over 700 billion. So if you're an influencer, maybe Sandy Beach or Archie or somebody, you could push that out because that's a great milestone. Probably maybe you will have, but 701.3 billion has been bought up and burned in the PulseX there. 3.43% of the public supply. So that is ticking away very nicely indeed. So good news there. And Serum Token at the moment is up at $3.28, is up 5% today. So still the star of the day. And the ratio there, 22,600 is the ratio to Pulse. So looking strong as in Serum Token there. And of course, we're at 23.9 million, almost 24 million in supply there. So we're getting pretty close to that number as well. Now, remember, you can earn incentive tokens if you go to Pulsex and start farming. So you can do that on the V1 farms. There's certain pools that you can go into, a lot of the rich hard tokens, stable coins, incentive token, and you can earn a really attractive yield on there at the moment. So it's definitely worth looking at. Hex there at the moment is at P Hex, I should say, or Hex on Pulsechain, 1.73 cents, down 1.4% at the moment. And EHEX at the moment at 1 cent, so we're at 2.75 cents, pretty much similar to yesterday. And I think we're getting close, folks, with these pumping and Bitcoin and the altcoin season. We're going to get that drift up with the altcoins. Man, Hex is going to break that 3 cents, and man, when it does, it's going to be off to the races. We are very close. We've got to be very close to that. So don't say you didn't get told or anything like that. You could get left behind big time on that. So PX and EHEX are really climbing. 2.75, and once it breaks that 3 cents, it's off to the races. 4 to 8 cents, probably the zone somewhere in there. You can see a few different TA charts on that one, but man, that is going to be so much fun when Hex shows how good it is. We've seen I've been posting over the last 24 hours, been posting videos from hexologists, from Ben Armstrong about their price predictions for EHEX and PHEX, so PHEX and EHEX respectively from those influencers. And we've had lots of big influencers starting to come on to Pulsechain all over the place, ones I haven't even seen before. And they've got big followings because they're in different parts of crypto. So it really is starting to ramp up. We don't quite have the resistance that we used to have. The gatekeeping and stuff like that starting to fall away. The dominoes effect is happening. We're in year 5. For X. Come on, it's a mature. It's about to go to school. It's that old. All right, so kind of cool there on day 278. Let's have a look at the charts quickly, and let me just hide the overlays there. So charts looking really sweet here on the old Pulsechain, and the RSI there is pretty much at 68. So it's a little bit hot here on the RSI, but if we can get some nice consolidation here, that'd be pretty nice. I'm not sure if that's going to happen though. We might get really, really high on the RSI given how hot Bitcoin and Ethereum are right now. And the MACD has gone bullish too, so that is held up very, very nicely on the MACD. Let's go to the weekly. Shall we have a quick look at the weekly and see what that's looking like? Yeah, so weekly on the RSI, look at that. I mean, we've got 62, so we've got plenty of room to move on the weekly. So we could get a little over, well, let's call it afterburner on the daily because we've got such a big room on the weekly on the RSI. So bring it on. Let's move up here and looking pretty hot. All right, that is it on the old Pulsechain. Let's jump over to Pulsex. Pulsex here having a bit of the sell-off here, probably a bit of selling. I know that big accounts have been swapping to Pulse as well. I've seen that happen on the whale alert. Big Pulsex bags getting swapped to Pulse. Probably part of the play here that's going on here. Quadruple 0554 is the price at the moment, and we're holding just at the 8-day moving average, that orange line. But look at this bullish chart. Is that beautiful? Well, I think that looks pretty damn good. And the RSI there on the daily chilled off here. The Pulsex got a lot of room to move, and as you guys know, we are waiting for the Power City and Power City Earn protocol, the fork of liquidity that's going to take Pulsex off the market and issue our third stablecoin, PXDC. And believe me, it's going to hit tens of millions of dollars, just like liquid loans. It's going to be absolutely massive. All right, so that is Pulsex at the moment. Let's go to incentive token as well at $3.28. Let's look at the ratio. That's the one that's really telling the story at the moment. Holding up very nicely in this range between 21,500 and 24,000. This kind of resistance zone here, but looking pretty good at 22,558. And once it breaks this up to the races there, and of course you got the Pulse price going up too, it's a double whammy. Just be cautious. Of course, the RSI for Pulse is a little bit on the higher side, but it does have a bit more room if we, given how hyper everything is at the moment. What else we got going? We got PHEX here, what I talked about. PHEX looking pretty cool. We had a bullish cross here too on the EMA cross. Having a bit of a selling here in at the moment. RSI is pretty chill at 57, and the MACD there has crossed bullish, but may get closed out as a fake out. So just be a bit cautious. This is going to move soon enough, but we just need another green day. Let's see what today will provide, since we're rolling over into new day in about 5 minutes time. So this is about to end 5 minutes time. Get a nice green candle in there, and it's off to the races. So keep a lookout for PHEX, and of course EHEX is the other chart at 1 cent, looking pretty strong. And of course, now we've got the RSI here down at 60 as well. So PHEX, EHEX definitely got more room to move on the RSI. and we've still got this bullish EMA cross. So keep a lookout for that. Maybe that's going to be the leader amongst the Richard Hart stuff outside maybe the incentive token at the moment. Now, the combined price of EHEX and PX, you can see we're trying to break this 3 cent mark and getting pretty close to it. Once we do, it's going to be off to the races. And at the moment, of course, with Bitcoin rallying to 52, everything else is so bullish, this environment. There's no reason why we can't do it at the moment. So it's kind of the best environment to do it. So bring it on. All right, so that is pretty much that. Let's go to the validators. The validators at the moment, 52,830 validators, 1.69 trillion pulse off the market just through the validators alone. And of course, if we go to the locked coins, we can see that we've actually got a whole ton, almost 3 trillion pulses locked off the market. And of course, validators is number 1. Liquid loans is number 2 at 1.16 trillion. And of course, we're going to be talking about Barista shortly as well. And that is a front end for liquid loans. So that's only going to help potentially aid even more pulse going into liquid loans protocol. Pretty awesome. So let's go to the gas prices. Have a quick look at that. 200,000 beats. That's pretty good. That's pretty normal. 1 cent for Pulsechain transfer, 600 of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 2/10 of a penny for a PRC transfer. It is $17.80 to do a swap on Ethereum at the moment, and that's with the gas prices coming back down into the 20s. We're 1,667 times cheaper than Ethereum and 5,300 times cheaper than Bitcoin. And of course, as you guys know, a lot of the protocols launching on Pulsechain are doing compounding because it's so cheap and fast on Pulsechain. They're doing compounding, and many of them are doing profit sharing. So if you own the main token, you get profit sharing, which I love that. It's so good. So I don't know, Pulsechain is leading DeFi, but the DeFi really is democratizing the fat cat profits that normally would go to centralized agencies, like you think of Uniswap, for example. You're paying all those swapping fees, but it's going to a fat cat, not to the people. And so Pulsechain really is the people's chain. I love it so much. So good. All right. I think we'll go to the bridge. This is really, the bridge has been spectacular. Oh, yeah, boy. Look at that thing. Woohoo! Magnifico. So there we are. $141.3 million bridge to Pulsechain. Man, it just keeps going up and away, and looking so good there. Yesterday it was about 138 or so. So it's up several $1 million today. Looking really good. Look at that. What's the latest there at the moment? DAI at 45 million. Watch that number, folks, in the months ahead of us, because that's going to just continue to go up, my estimation. We've got EHEX there looking pretty good too at the current price, even with the little pullback there. We got USDC 26 million. ETH is going up 18 million there. USD Tether. Coast is sitting at 4.3 million. So like a boss, Coast is doing very well. And of course, that is amazing. That's not to mention the 32.4 million USDL stable coins are looking like a boss there. So Coast was the first stable coin, 4.3 million. USDL has added 32.4 million, and that collateralizes Pulse. And we're waiting for Power City Earn Protocol. That's going to do tens of millions too. It's going to be incredible having PXDC stablecoin coming along the line. So that's our third stablecoin. And as you guys know, I've been talking about Jacob's PUSD Algo as well, the first algorithmic stablecoin on Pulsechain. I'm bullish about that too. So we could have 2 Juggernaut native stablecoins. Really is awesome. So loving it. That number, keep an eye tab on that every day. We're doing an update every day. It's getting bullish, folks, with the amount of capital that is coming over to Pulsechain. Amazing. All right, so those are the highlights for day 278. We're going to be starting day 279, of course. Let's get into some of our other categories quickly before we get into our main topic today, which is Barista launch and the Bean token. So let's go to the top PRC 20s. These are our second category outside the Richard Hart tokens. We've got the chart sorted by liquidity, and we can see what's moving and what's not. So I'm going to run through these pretty quickly today. We've got, let's see what's standing out there. Pepe token, the meme coin, 6.87%. Now, we got the 2 big memes tokens, right, from the past, Pepe and SHIB. And of course, they are competing now with all the other projects launching on Pulsechain with the new contracts like PRC 404s, things like that. So there are, they've got a lot of competition, but at the moment, Pepe is up 6.8% at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see how they perform in the bull market. We've got Pulse Bitcoin is up 4.5%. We got what else is happening here? Chainlink is up 7% at the moment. Those are kind of the stars for over 10K liquidity. We've got a few little movers here below 10K. One of them is, of course, the Pepe there with the small pool, but that is pretty much it. So not a lot of moving here. Obviously, a bit of a consolidation or time at the moment on Pulsechain, but I think it's going to be pretty short-lived after this Bitcoin pump. So take the breather. Some people are talking about, kind of being a day or two delays, maybe 2 days delay there between, reaction to Bitcoin moving and Pulsechain moving. So a bit of arbitrage play there too, a bit of compounding play that people can do if they're good at timing that sort of stuff, and it plays out that way. Let's go to our third category is meme coins. So let's have a look at through here. So we're Access Alive at 23,400. Now it's amazing the number of influencers that have got coins out. And man, of course, Access Alive has been performing like a boss. Up 1.2% today, so not a big move today. But man, it has had a pretty amazing run. Look at this thing. This is log chart, of course. Look at this thing keep going up. Now it did get up to a massive price here. What was it? $36,400. It got up to 35,900. So it got up to a pretty high level. Got sold off, of course, as you can see there, big volume, but it's holding up pretty well at 23,400. Has some insane market cap because most of the coins are held by Access Alive there. But man, liquidity doing pretty well, 705K. Obviously subject to the price and everything else. Makers, 124 makers. What else is going interesting here? Yeah, that is the play there at the moment. There's only 15 access in the actual pool, but there's a whole ton sitting in the main wallet. But there we are. That's how you get that big market cap. And of course, that does attract attention. So doing pretty well is the old Access Alive token there. The other one is Barista. Now, I do think Rags to Riches, I think I mentioned this yesterday, did a video on Barista the other day. Check out Rags to Riches channel. He's got a coverage on that. That's up 4.7% at the moment. Nope token from Randy Alaski. That is pretty much flat today. Someone was posting, I think it was Kilvita and a couple other people were posting, how I covered Jacob's ecosystem the other day. I covered Pulsepot and other stuff like that. People have been reposting a lot of those clips out of there on social media. And one of the comments I made was about the fact that Randy Alaski was going to be doing Pulsepot on Wednesday game night. So I think they must have just had that overnight because it is Thursday here. So maybe it's happening now. I don't know. But that is on Randy Alaski's Telegram a club there that they play. So that is pretty cool. And at the moment, Note Token's doing pretty well. Now, if you were a Telegram member for Randy Alaski, you ended up getting some airdrops on Note Token. Now it's been trading for some time, so doing pretty well. So that is Randy Alaski's Note Token. What else we got? Mega there is up 3%. Make Ethereum great again. Reflux is up 3% as well. I think Rags to Riches did a video on Reflux too, if I remember rightly. What else we got going here? Hex Orange Address. I think this is Abit's one, right? I believe. At least he's involved with this. This is up 3% at the moment, and that chart's holding up pretty well. Also, look at that thing. Doing pretty well is the HOA token. Not bad at all. Hex Orange Address. Duck Token, which was a bit of a star of the day, last couple of days, is up 8% today. What else is going on here? Paul Pleb, which is Hexy Bastards token from 9-inch exchange, that's down 2%. It's kind of their Ben token there. This is V1 Ben. V2 Ben's coming over from Ben Armstrong. That is down 8%, but that's really speculative. If he obviously continues to support Pulsechain, then that might do pretty well as a speculative asset. Another influencer, More Token. That's from Trayvon, of course. That is sitting pretty even at the moment. Let's have a look at the chart overall, though, as well. So there we are, pretty much near all-time highs, about to break up, isn't it? Does look like that. Has got much room in the RSI? No, it is pretty overheated in the RSI, so caution on that one. May need to consolidate first before it makes that move up. So that is kind of play. Let's have a look at the weekly just quickly. Yeah, on the weekly, really overheated at 77. So I'd take very big caution there. It probably needs to consolidate, and then it can move up when the RSI is really cool. So you're taking a lot of risk on if you try to capture that breakout there, potential breakout for More Token, because it does look like it may want to go higher, but needs a consolidation period first, in my opinion. Not financial advice, of course. What else we got there? We got that's pretty much it on those tokens. Dodge token there from Jeff Kadakis. That's pretty up 1.5% there. That's pretty much the place. All right, so those are the main coins. That's going to get us to the main event, of course, which is Pulsechain projects. And of course, we've got the new project launch. So we're going to get into that first. Before we get into the charts, let's get into that first. But we're going to find Bean Token. And Bean Token's got to be here somewhere. Here it is, Bean by Barista. This is hot off the press. And I did post this in Discord and reposted it on X platform as well, so that you guys would get it in nice and early. But definitely, it's had a nice little rally out of the gate. Nice sort of rally. These on the 15-minute chart candles, by the way. So these are 15-minute charts. Then it got sold off. So pretty much got up to 407,800 after the initial launch. And it has just cooled off here at, what's that? 5 zeros, 8,300. Now it's up a little bit here at 5 zeros, 9,400. It's actually looking pretty good at the moment in the old 15-minute chart. Let's go to the hourly. That's the number of hours it's been out already. So not too long. What's that? 11 hours. So almost half a day coming up for the old Barista. And 4-hourly chart, obviously, it's only got a little bit of time there. So it take a little while for the traders chart, the 4-hour chart to build up there. And in terms of the day, that's the day chart so far. We just flipped over to the new day, of course, 5 minutes ago. So we've got a brand new candle there. Pretty cool. So we'll be watching this one pretty early on. Now, remember, Bean Token is part of the Magic Carpet Rides ecosystem. They got 3 protocols expected to launch. The first one has launched, Barista, which is a liquid loans front end. It has magic around the auto balancing, and it also has the Bean incentive token as well. So you get the extra rewards. Pretty awesome. You optimize your rewards for the liquid loans, you get the extra reward with Bean token. It's pretty clever, and it's the first front end for liquid loans, which is kind of cool out in the market. Now will be a second one coming up for Power City, but this is the first one out, and well done to Magic Carpet Ride because it is beautiful. We're going to look at that now. So yeah, maybe a good little opportunity to pick up some Bean here at this price level. Obviously not financial advice, but add a little pullback there after the initial launch, and you know how things sometimes go when it picks up pace and the word gets out there. It's only just launched today. All right, so let's get into it at the moment. This is the news flow from Barista. Looks like a Barista is live on mainnet, and this was out earlier today. And of course, let's have a refresh of this. Actually, let's refresh this and see what the latest numbers are. There, almost 2,000 views on this so far, and it's only just launched earlier today. So I'm going to post the link to this in the chat there if you guys want to get access to it from Magic Carpet Ride, Barista DAP launch. Let's put it like that, and you guys can check it out. And there we go. Look at that. Bam! Magic Carpet Ride Barista DAP. Big shout out to the team. And this team is well admired in the community. So it really is great to see them get launched their tokens and their protocols. So looking pretty good there. Now they've got a few other updates. Let's just go through a bit of their social media first before we get into the platform. You know, it's been a journey here. They had the testnet on. We played around the testnet for days and days and days. I tell you that we've been pretty dedicated in the Discord on the old Barista. What is the purpose of Bean? It is a mimetic utility token, brewing innovation and fueling a community with every transaction. Go meme it. Utility will come to the believers there. So pretty cool. We're going to repost that too. Kind of cool. Oh, they've reposted the channel live stream, which is nice of you. Thank you very much, Magic Carpet Ride. What else there? Everyone go check it out, boys. The UI looks great, and they're supporting 9M. Congrats to the Barista team. Pretty cool on that one. Let's go. Barista is live. So lots of social media happening. I love that. And this is one thing the team is very good at, is social media, as well as obviously everything they do, basically. It looks like Barista is live on mainnet, looking pretty good. And I've just posted that in the chat there. So looking very nice indeed. In fact, we've got a couple other ones here. 10 hours ago, the Bean token has been seeded and is brewing on the following dexes. Now, it is on Pulsechain V2. So you can do that. It is on PHUX, and it is on 9mm V3 DEX. So you can access it there. That is the contract address, OXD74 for Bean, and ends in 907B2. So you can see that down here on Dex Screener, 07B2 there. So that is the contract for Bean, and nice little pullback there to pick up during the live stream. Maybe it's up to people to decide, but that is kind of the play there. Let's get into the protocol itself. This is the Barista Live. Now, we played this with this on testnet, but you can see how beautiful this is. A beautiful job. And of course, engagement is always pretty important when you got people wanting to interact with stuff. They like to have something pleasing to look at and easy to follow with lots of information. And of course, this does. So this is the Liquid Loans front end, as you guys know. So if you're not familiar with Liquid Loans, it is a fork of Liquidity. And of course, let's pull it up quickly. It's a fork of Liquidity. It is pretty much the biggest protocol on Pulsechain outside of Pulsex itself, the main DEX from Richard Hart. And let's have a look here at the results. So yeah, it's got $169 million of USDL, so looking absolutely huge. $32.43 million of USDL stable coins in the market. It's taken off 1.16 trillion pulse to do that. Pretty amazing. The yields on the platform are amazing. 97% up APR, or annual percentage return, for the stability pool. Most of the USDL tokens in existence or stablecoins are actually in that pool, 94.46%, which is pretty high. And the stability pool itself with loan token is 51.79%. So that is the play. And of course, you can do lots of things like borrow USDL, stablecoin, staking pool, everything else like that. But now you can do it through Barista and get that extra automation optimization from the stability pool. That's auto rebalancing. So that's really the secret sauce on here, as well as the fact that you get bean rewards as well. So you get another reward there in terms of beans. So if you go to staking pool and you have staked yourself some loan token on here, you will get bean rewards as well. So obviously, if you're staking here, you're going to get redemption fees and issuance gain and Pulse and USDL. But on here, you're also going to get Pulse and USDL and bean. So you're getting a third reward as well. So you might as well use Barista front end, right? That's what you might as well do because you're going to get extra rewards there. Although the bean rewards accrue every minute, the value of the UI only updates when the user transacts with the staking pool. Therefore, you may receive more rewards than is displayed when you claim or just deposit there. So it just seems like a no-brainer, right? Auto balancing, so getting a much better rewards there optimized, and of course getting the bean token as well. So it's a double winner there. Pretty amazing. And of course, you can take that eventually to their main site there, which we've been testing as well, and no doubt be able to stake that if I remember rightly. So that would be pretty cool. In fact, we were playing that with it the other day. I can't remember the URL, but let me check. Was it Bean? I can't remember now. Magic Cup, right? Maybe it was that. Magic. No, MCR. Was it MCR? MCR. This is unplanned, scheduled performance. All right, so let's try and find this. There we are. Yeah, so you can go staking here on. This is on testnet only at the moment. So this is going to launch, I guess, soon. But you can stake MCR tokens. That's the other one. So that's the other token we're waiting for to come up there. So it's not Bean, but you can wait for MCR 369 to come out. You'll be able to stake that and Bean too. So it's kind of cool. So on here, Barista, well done. So you can borrow USDL. There's a front end for liquid loans. You put your Pulse in, you get USDL out. You can put your USDL into the stability pool, and it has auto balancing. So that's going to be an advantage to you. And then, of course, a staking pool, you can stake your loan rewards in here. Not only will you get redemption rewards and fee rewards and PLS and USDL, just like you do in liquid loans, but you'll also get Bean. So you're earning more. No brainer, right? So that is kind of cool from that one. You can also play around with redemptions if you want to, and also maybe call some liquidations as well. So pretty cool there. I noticed that the ratio there is pretty high. All right, so that is the play at the moment. Well done to liquid loans. In fact, how does those numbers match up? Let's go have a look. We're going to start here. We're going to borrow USDL. Has that got the links there? 520. Really, is the TCR 521%? That's insane. That is so high. Wow, that's a very safe mode. Look how green it is. Very safe mode there. That is crazy green. 4 to 6 above 200% normal mode. That's a normal mode, and Barista's lining up very well with that, with the 528. So looking very good indeed. All right, so that is the play at the moment. I'll post the link to the site here if you want to go in and maybe switch over your positions into Magic Cup, right, Barista. That's something you can check out. And if you've got any questions, of course, you can check out some of the details. But that is the link to Barista. And maybe you can move your position on liquid loans into that and start earning some Bean and get that auto balancing. It's kind of makes sense. Now, there's a knowledge base here. We're going to quickly check that. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the knowledge base here. You get lots of details about everything. So check that, including the social media. So they've got the Magic Staking Protocol. They've got videos, the Barista user guide. So that's if you want to find out a bit more detail about the protocol itself. It's got all the step-by-step guide in there, everything else like that. So you can check that. Pretty cool. It's got a Barista deeper dive. If you want to go next level dive, you can do that as well. So it's got lots of stuff there. Bean tokenomics, about the Bean token. So it's pretty cool. You can check that out. Total supply at the end of the mission schedule, 369 billion Bean there. 50% community via Barista loan staking. So that's where you're getting that Bean emission from. 20% community and various airdrops, 12% team contributors, and 10% to the MCR 369 stakers, which is what I was alluding to when we went to the other site, right, which is not up yet, but that's their main I guess, staking site there. So kind of cool. That is really neat. All right, so that is pretty much that on Barista. So congratulations, Barista team. I think we've posted all the details in there. You can check all that out. And, of course, that is a front end for liquid lines. So you could pull your position there and go push it through the Barista one if you so choose. Once again, do your financial due diligence, all that good stuff. So well done to Bean. Bean at the moment is going up while we're talking. So there we go. 5 zeros, 9938. It's about to lose another zero again. Back to 4 zeros. Bring it on. There we go. That's a Bean token. What else have we got going? Let's go check out the rest of the market on Pulsechain markets, and we're sorted by liquidity. So let's do that, and we're going to have a look for some of the stars today. Watt token from Power City is going up 4% there. Like I said, this is the next big protocol coming up with the Power City Earn protocol that's going to collateralize PulseX and, of course, potentially issue tens of millions of dollars of PXDC stablecoins. Very much an accumulation spot right now on this token and looking pretty strong. It will have a major breakout when that profit sharing comes out as well for the core, and of course presumably they've accumulated a lot in the Portal X as well, so that should get paid out in my view. I haven't recently watched an update from them, but that is kind of the play. What else? We've got 9 inches up a little bit there. We're in 9 inch pulse here. 9 inch pulse, let's check this out. So one of the top TVR projects is 9 inch DEX, currently at quadruple 01479, sort of slowly inching its way up. Not really broken out yet, but you know, they've pulled out a few little new features like the launch pad and what's a coin drop and things like that. So they're definitely working here and trying to expand the services and value proposition. That is 9 inch. What else is looking pretty good? Let's jump through that. We've got Line token from Liquid Lines is up almost 7%. So this Watt token and the Line token, the tokens are the two biggest ecosystems building protocols on Pulsechain, and of course the stable coins as well. We're at quadruple 01281. This is super cheap, probably relative to where it could go. So definitely something worth considering in your blue chip portfolio is the old Line token, and it is up 7% today. Time token, man, Time token was absolutely crushing it. Time token doing so well, up almost 11%. And man, oh man, this thing is really starting to turn some heads. They're getting a lot of support. They're doing everything right, getting partnerships, getting integrations, getting more people to download the wallets. I think it's up 1,100 in the last week, wallet downloads on the old Time token. Amazing. Pulsechain is it's on multiple chains, but Pulsechain is the main chain that's turning over the revenue. And yeah, pretty amazing stuff they've turned over on the old time wallet there. So doing very well indeed. But let's pull it up here just so you can see the numbers for yourself. We're going to go to Internet Money here, and let's go to the stats page, and we can see the numbers here because they are doing very well. Now the market prices and the numbers can move for different reasons. Doesn't always match, but at the moment the numbers are going up and the price is going up. So we've got 35,000 downloads at the moment, 1,115 in the last week here between the 6th of February and the 13th of February. So that's pretty cool from the looks of it. Yeah, iOS 413 downloads, 374 Android, and 328 Chrome downloads. So pretty even across the board there. But here's the real kicker. The Pulsechain turnover here is phenomenal. Now, if you own the Time token on each chain, you get to share the profits. And don't you love that? That's Pulsechain for you. Everyone's, people downloading, people swapping, just like Uniswap. Instead of going to, the fat cats, it goes to you if you hold the Time token. And, if the price goes up and the turnover goes up, you get more profits, right? It's just the way it goes. So it's pretty good from that point of view, as well as a cool wallet that's dedicated to Pulsechain. Yeah, 24 hours down 3%, 92,000. 7 days up 104% over the last 7 days. So really gained traction there. KG's doing a great job all around as well. Almost $1.3 million in volume there, 7 days, and 5 million on 30 days, up almost 200% as well. So the numbers speak for themselves, looking very strong indeed on Pulsechain and up and away there. So pretty cool. Let me know in the chat there if you've got Time token in the wallet and how much you've been earning, and if you've been impressed with the increase in payouts that you've been getting, because that should be pretty noticeable as well. Looking pretty good. All right, that is very cool on the old Internet Money. Now I will post you the link to this if you want to download the wallet. It is now a commercial version from what we can tell, as it's had the final audits, and so definitely worth checking out if you want to get another wallet. And the price is definitely pumping. So pretty cool there from Internet Money as well. All right, what else there? Look at that chart, looking pretty awesome. And it looks like it's not too far away from breaking out again, but the RSI is starting to get into the overbought territory. So just be a bit cautious there. Normally it's going to staircase its way up. So just got to let it consolidate a little bit there, but doing amazing up 14% today. All right, that is time token on a Pulsechain. What else is looking pretty good there? Let's have a look. We got Internet Money is up as well. Another one of the tokens for Internet Money. Wallet is Internet Money itself. So, got multi-token system there. And this is looking absolutely incredible too. Look at that chart. Wow. So going up and away, up 40% today on the old IM there. So doing pretty good. Remember, it's also multi-chain. They've got tokens on the other chains as well. What else is doing? Communist up 21%. What else there? Weight token from Coast is up 15% as well. And of course, what else? We'll jump through some of these. Those are kind of the Fame is up 11% there. I thought Fame was getting a bit oversold. And here it is back up today. Yeah, I thought that was, see, the RSI is telling you it's getting a bit oversold. Look at that. And I'll just zoom on that. See, it's a bit oversold there, getting down to that point. And yeah, nice little pump back today on Fame. Remember, Fame is the fork of GMX on Pulsechain. So big deal. Allows you to do perpetual trading, things like that. So it's a big deal on Pulsechain. And they've been crushing it on the fees. I mean, Fame is doing so well. Let's go quickly check out Fame too. Let's have a look at the stats here. We'll bypass that. And you can do leverage on here, obviously up to 30x leverage potentially out there. So really great service. Also, Rich always dares everyone to go short Hex, remember. So that's kind of some of the history there. Let's go to the stats here and have a look at some of the stats. On the charts, got all the charts here. Now, what's pretty interesting is that there's currently 1.5 million in open interest. So that means people going long and short. So if you're going long, you're betting the price will go up and you make money. If you're going short, you're betting the price will go down and you make money, depending on the leverage that you take, up to 30x sort of thing. What do we got here? We got the PHL pool. This is the people that lend the money. There's $3 million in there at the moment. And the fees. This is really what really is the kicker there. 2 million, almost 2.4 million in fees so far. Is that crazy? What a successful protocol to do that performance. They've had 445 million in total turnover since it launched. Is that amazing? I think that's pretty amazing. Let's click on Fame and let's have a look. I can't remember exactly how many days it's been going, but we'll have a look at that on the daily there. Let's have a look here. It looks like launched on the 16th September. So they've been going for 150 days. So what's that, 5 months? Wow, 151 days. 5 months, and look at that turnover. It's a successful business, right? $2.4 million in fees. Now, 40% goes to the stakers, and 60% goes to the liquidity providers in the PHL pool there, which is pretty good. All right, that's pretty much it on that one. Now, you can go, obviously, see the ecosystem, and that will give you a lot of breakdowns. You can go to the earn page. If you want to earn on there, you can stake your tokens. You can buy Fame, and you can stake your Fame and start earning some of that sweet reward. Annualized APR at the moment is 12.5%. Looks like 61% or almost 62% is staked at the moment of the Fame token. Or you can go and provide liquidity. Once again, you're going to have fees offset. Hopefully, any losses, because obviously people are winning a lot because they're going long on the platform and making a lot of profits that way. So it comes out of the asset pool. But you offset that with all the fees. You get 6% of the fees. So that's kind of cool. Looks like the API at the moment, a staggering 156%. But however, this doesn't take into account the capital losses for anybody that wins on the perpetual trading there. So that is pretty much it. Bam. All right, so looking pretty good. What else we got going? I think that was kind of it for the Pulsechain projects, is it? We're going to look at some of the other stuff. That is pretty much it. So those are the highlights today. Let's have a look at the ones that are actually performing, not performing too well today. And the only one there we have is Holy, down 28%. Obviously, that was a star yesterday, not so much today. Pulse LN is down 11% as well, so maybe something to pick up. One of our key on-ramps with the Bitcoin Lightning Network as well is Pulse LN down 11%, so that may be something you could consider there as well. ZKZX is the only privacy DApp we've got at the moment, as I understand, a fork of Tornado Cash, but apparently there's some issue with the burning. I haven't been able to confirm that or not, but it's supposed to have burning in it as well. Apparently that hasn't been happening or something. Haven't confirmed it, but that's just what I've been told secondhand. So just a bit of caution there, especially after we had Beetroot, right? Beetroot got wrecked and rug pulled, so just take that into account. The other one we used to have is Hurry Cash, and nothing happened with that. It was a Sacrifice project that just died too, probably rugged as well. So pretty much that. What else? I think that's it at the moment. So kind of cool. All right, that is pretty much it for today. On the charts, we're going to get to Hex, of course. Before we do that, though, 55 minutes on the hour, which is pretty romantic because that's Hex romance right there. see who else has jumped in here on the comments. Once again, a big shout out to Magic Carp Ride and Barista. And of course, if you want to go earn that sweet bean token, maybe unplug from liquid loans and go through Barista to go back into liquid loans and that sweet rewards. Once again, what else we got here? Let's jump through some of these comments. How far back up did I get to? If you're new to the channel, of course, if you're new on Superman Crypto, smash the subscribe button right now. Hit the bell for future videos. If you're new to Hex Token channel, you love daily updates on Pulsechain, then hit the bell as well. As you guys know, I've pretty much been documenting all the projects that have been launching every day since Pulsechain launched, covering everything. And so, yeah, it's a place to be if you like all the intel and alpha. Now, in terms of Discord, if you want to join Discord, the link's in the video description. And there we talk about strategies. We've got a bigger deep dive. A lot of early intel comes through. So it really is a big advantage. And we have an amazing community in there of people that just want to help people. So it's pretty awesome, including a crypto helpline, which is amazing as well. So it really is a great place to be in our Discord as we enjoy the bull market together. Smash up the likes, family, from Magic Carp Ride. Absolutely. I'm still not back where I was supposed to be. I have no idea where I was in the chat now. Let me just go back up the top here. Pretty sure I didn't get this far down. Let's see here. Agent Hex says the ecosystem is only just sprouting. It is indeed. We got Christian in the house there. Oink, oink. Good to see you, CC. We got Tintop as well. What's up, Mexicans? Good to see you, Tintop. Welcome to the chat also. Chipman Pulse says, we're so early. We Genesis OGs. I need to find a source to stake PLX for yield. Want to preserve PLX like Hex. Yeah, single side staking was obviously tricky. But, there's Pulse Hex farms. You could go into there, PX potentially, or something like that if you want the safer side of things. There's nothing safer than in your own wallet, but you don't earn yield. So just take into account. But maybe, chasing pennies in front of freight trains. There's the old thing from Richard. Check my pulse says beautiful charts. Indeed. Brennan says both Hex, PHEX and EHEX primed for a breakout. PHEX coming back to retest trend line on the daily. There's a little bit of alpha there from our TA guru Brennan. Liquid loan rules says Agent Hex. We've got Ivan big on his house as well. Yo, family. I see the bridge is busy, says I will probably reasonably expect 20 minutes over that bridge. I guess 2025. What else there? Jump through some of those comments. Brennan says, yeah, boy, that bridge volume up and to the right. I know, over 140 mil. That's so beautiful. Looking so great. And it's just early days, I think. So it's going to be full of fun. What else there? Check my pulse says, I bit something? A bit of corn? A bit corn? I'm not sure what that is. Hits 100,000 by May. What could we conservative a Bitcoin? Oh, Bitcoin, yeah. Conservatively say Hex Pulse X can hit. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. I like that. We got J-Man in the house. Say good to see J-Man. Welcome. Hello. Bob Wells as well. Woo! Good to see you, Bob. Congratulations to Ty and crew. Great job on the Magic Carp Ride. Absolutely. Yeah. For your information, we have support multiple dexes, PX, PX, and 9M and V3. Absolutely doing amazing there. Let me jump through that. Check my pulse says price discovery over 60K. There's no resistance, correct? Total market cap over 2 trillion already. We may be early on the greatest thing ever seen. That's right. Trust no one. Mulder says check my pulse. Yeah. Well, the big deal, if you think about it, has been index funds, right? Index funds have been the place to be. Mutual funds, those sort of things, those managed funds or active funds have been, they're pretty crap. The guys don't do better than index funds, so it's kind of this battle. And now you've got ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, so people are going to flood money into that, right? Makes sense, right? So yeah, game on. The whole finance industry just been upheaved, right? Yeah, and DeFi is leading the way. So we really are early on the most awesome stuff on the planet. And all the TradeFi and CeFi stuff's starting to start to flood through, right? Into the ultimate DeFi. And that's where the innovation is, right? That's why I covered Jacob's ecosystem the other day. We got super smart people designing stuff that you just can't do in traditional systems, right? So hard to do. Really is. If you've worked in some of those corporates, you would know what I mean. What else? Let's see. Beans for all, says Brennan. Beans for all. Let's throw them around. Bean. Wish I had some beans now. Beans. Bob Wells says, I bought a ton of bean this morning and then realized at the moment price appreciation is in for now. That should be amazing, says Bob. Nice one. Yeah, you're pretty early for sure. Bustelo beans all day for me, says Kristen. What else we got going there? Check my pulse says I did a little bit of pulse pot, a few wins, swap for 2,500 worth of hex, then a lot of losses. There's check my pulse. Okay, well hopefully it turns back for you with the breakout. What else have we got? A-Bit there with the oranges. Good to see A-Bit. Big shout out. What else there? Another influence in the space, crushing it out there for Pulsechain. We got Tombos as well. So what? So no airdrop for Barista yet for the testnet users, says Tombos. You'll have to ask the Magic Up Ride. We've definitely been testing for that. I'm not sure what's happening in that space, but I'm sure they'll get out to the people they've been testing. Brennan says, I wonder what ratio we will get for our testnet bean, says Brennan. Airdrop there from Tombos. Check my pulse says, don't worry to spend my pulse and pulsex on gambling. No more pulse pot says, check my pulse. Yeah. Well, it's only for people that like that sort of thing. We're not recommending it, but we cover the technology. Shout out to Superman, brought me from testnet to bull market. Big ups, appreciate all your diligence and consistency. Daily brings the alpha and insight. So thank you, check my pulse. Appreciate that. Big shout out to you. There's a salute. All right, what else? Let's jump through some of these comments. First bull market, caught it on the tail end last time. Thanks you all, Hexicans. I believe I'm the best possible place to be. Absolutely check my pulse. What else there? Jump through some of those. Happy Thursday, everybody, from Andrew. Let's see there. Let me jump through some of those comments. Sandy Beach says my internet money wallet is my DGen wallet. You badass, Sandy. You badass. Yes, I love the earnings of IM. Nice one. What else there? Let's jump through some of those. Let me jump through all those comments there. We've got Astrid in the house there. Howdy all. Good to see Astrid. Let me see down there. Thanks for the update. Superman says, Bob, you're welcome. BDC just crossed 52, says Ivor. We might bring that up again. Should we bring that up? Yeah, let's bring that up, see what happened, see what that looks like. Bam, I've got that on the old cool chart. Oh, look at that. Wow, that is a power move. Look at this, everybody. Wow, look at that. 52,221. Wow, yeah, it's looking strong. Up and away. And Ethereum, that 2,800. Wow, 6.6% there. Wow, that's incredible. All right, looking good. And what else we got there? Never thought it'd be possible to accumulate that price. Thank you, Universe, for the opportunity. Nice one, check my pulse. Let me just jump through some of those. Thanks, Hex Token. You're most welcome, Magic Up Ride. Got to run. You're welcome. And appreciate the coverage at any time. All the best in operation and adoption. What else there? Brendan says, woohoo, pump it. Absolutely looking so good. Big shout out to MCR from Wookie. Flick my bean, lol, says Agent Hex. Flick my bean, indeed. All right, let's get into the final topic here. We're going to get into hex.com. If you haven't checked out Hex, you can buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain, and you can potentially speculate, or you can decide to start mining more Hex with T-shares. You basically burn your Hex for T-shares, which stands for trillions of shares, and start mining with your T-share miner. At the moment, of course, the results we haven't really covered yesterday. We're waiting for day 1535. We don't have that out on Ethereum yet. We do have Pulsechain results, so we didn't cover that yesterday for day 34 as well. So that would be what was the day I say it was? Let me just double check that we're just finishing. Yeah, day 279. Is that what the one we discovered? I'm not sure, but here's the results anyway for today, 14th of February. We've got the price at 1.7% on Pulsechain, down 1.2%. The payout today is 6.72. Yesterday was 6.8. The share rate is up slightly both days. And we're sitting at, what else there? 6.5 years the average mining length. That's come down a lot, hasn't it? Yeah, it has indeed. The APY there, 35.41% is the APY for existing T-share miners. The amount of T-shares in the ownership pool up massively with the Hex Gold Whale, 29,000 T-shares, but down today, 1,200. And we're sitting at 9.7 million T-shares on the old Pulsechain side. What else there? We've got the penalties have been quite low. Yesterday was decent, but today low. Got 65 million in the reward pool. So that's what you're mining when you get your T-shares. You're mining for this reward pool. It's got about 65 million a day, but it gets more if people got a lot of penalties because they don't keep their responsibilities with the T-share miners. They get penalized, and that gets shared out. 50% goes to you in the reward pool, which is pretty cool. The growth numbers there up 41 and 6 miners up 6, but we have had a few deep down days for the miners, sitting just below 124,700 miners on the old Pulsechain side. So that's the latest results, which is pretty cool. Not sure if we've got Ethereum out there. No, Ethereum not out yet, but yesterday's number, we got 6.9 hex per T-share yesterday. Isn't that incredible? And the price was 1 cent then, but we haven't got today's results out, so not too bad. T-shares were up yesterday too on there. On Ethereum, and the penalties, man, 2.4 million penalties yesterday with 66.3 million in the reward pool on Ethereum. Growth numbers, liquid holders yesterday up 12, but miners down 7, 118,920 miners on Ethereum, but we don't have today's results out there. They'll probably come out anytime in the next couple of minutes, but not out as we speak. So we just moved on to day 1536 and onwards and upwards, and of course on Pulsechain, what was it, day 2, what did I say, 279, something like that. So that is pretty much it for Hex. Right, and the markets are looking green. Look at that insanity. It's great, isn't it? Welcome to crypto, and you guys are all here at the right time and the right place. So a way to be. All right, let me see here. Brendan says family channel. Lol. Pump the bean, says Wookie. What else have we got there? Check my pulse says trust no one. Mulder saw a commercial saying you can use your 401k to buy Bitcoin ETFs. Smells like a rug pull to bring in Fed to save us with restrictions. And that's pretty much it. We've got some beans there from Brennan. So nice, looking good. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. 106 minutes. That's almost a full show. So what a day. And look at this chart. Isn't that a great way to finish? It is indeed. And of course, as you guys know, I'll play out Richard's Heart's best video, Magic Carpet Ride. You guys are here. Magic Carpet Ride team was in the chat today. Pulsechain's going to be a Magic Carpet Ride with Richard Hart. And of course, get your bean tokens, get your Pulse, get your PulseX, get into the party. It is green across the board. It is looking so good. So take care, everybody. I'll guys catch you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. If you want to join Discord, the link's in the video description. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So take care, everybody. Bye for now. Peace out.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.